What's happened? He can't go back to the house for 3 months. He's still in France. I've had somebody message me before and said he might be on such and such a plane tomorrow. A mole, a impersonator, a friend and supporter of Kevin's. No, he's not at home. He's still in France. I think some people are saying he's flying out tomorrow, but I can't confirm that. I don't know. I'm not sure what day he's going to fly home anyway. I mean, yeah. But if you're that disloyal that you'll turn on the person who's closest to you, you'll turn on me as well. So that's why I've used you and I've just dropped you. I don't need you anymore. He's laughing. Nice one, babe. Yeah. Will you get me a twirl? Yeah, I'll have a twirl. All right, Portlo. See, I don't do any of that. I don't do the cafe stuff because I know people do, and I can't wait for when Kev decides that he's going to just start going dance. I know what I'll do. I'll live in a tent and I'll just go and sing and dance around Hampstead. People are going to be belling up them cafes, aren't they? Mark, get them all a twirl. Just get a box. If you got to whip him over the head with something and grab a box, grab him because they already think you're dead dodgy and stuff. In fact, get 3 boxes of twirls. We'll sell them to him. I don't mind if I'm bit either. Just doesn't matter to me. People can come to me if they want. I don't care. I'm not Kevin. I'm not them lot. I don't need to be right. I just need to concentrate on getting Kevin. So he's out of the house now, right? So what that means is he can still go live on social media. I needed an hour off to think about that, and I think that's the next ploy, the next thing, isn't it? He's going to go out and dance in Hampstead or at the side of the lake, and he's going to rant and rave, and he's going to go on about the trolls and how it's not fair and all of this, and then he's just going to keep getting people phoning on him, and then he's going to get an ASBO for being outside on the street because he's a problem, and then you just get a social media ban. The amount of people in there that have said this week, you can't get a social media ban. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, you can. Of course you can get a social media ban. If you are at a property owned by a housing authority, a landlord or a council, and your work or your behaviour or the guests that come to your house cause antisocial behaviour, you are responsible to that. This has been looked at really sympathetically because what they could have done, I don't know whether he knew, they could have done, they could have charged Alan as being the tenancy owner. They could have said, because you allowed Kevin at the property, your property's now in danger. And they haven't done that. They've done it in the most sympathetic way. Yeah. Yeah, Lucy Rose was banned for a year. Jasmine got a 3 months complete social media ban. And Kev won't stick to it. I don't know if he'll stay at his mum's. I have no idea about that. Yeah. I don't see why he should stay at his mum's. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, his mine phoned me and said, I've just been put out because I've caused that much trouble at Dad's, that I'd say, well, you're 47. And you're flashing on camera all the time. Yeah, Jasmine got locked up and got a 3-month ban. Oh, do you want to see his housing options? I'll show you his housing options. That's really easy. These are Kevin's housing options going forward. Right? It's very simple. This is what he can afford. That was done for me. Someone sent me that. So there he is in his merch. It's tidier than his bedroom. But that is an open-air masonette set in the beautiful countryside outside of Finslet. He doesn't know what the countryside's called, though, because he's a bit dim and a bit thick. But, yeah, something in it. It's something like that, like something. I think it's something. Right, and his next his next one, he's maybe a bit of inner city living. I mean, he might find this abode more to his pocket. It might financially fit him just a little bit better. I know. Yeah. Well, it's not even his tent. No, he's just posing outside the tent. He doesn't own it. He's just doing that thing that he does outside posh houses and hotels and stuff. No, that's not his tent. That belongs to someone else. Kev's just blagging. Kev's living it large in the. This is his country. His country holiday home. It is a beautiful wood cabin in the Catskills. Beyonce stayed there once with Jay-Z. He's killing it on cake. Stop it. He's fucking killing it on cake. He's absolutely killing it on cake. It really, really is. It really, really is. But don't worry about him. He's got abodes all over the world. You know, he is rich and famous, and this is his log cabin that you'll find in Humboldt County in America. The Takeover. Absolutely amazing. I was thinking that, Pugs. Because I want to do AI. It's funny. It's how I get rid of funny stuff. I mean, if you don't like it, don't watch. Now, if that's not enough and he needs to do some inner city living, he's got he does have access to a luxury loft apartment in Manhattan. As you can see, it's a beautiful skyline. You can see right across Manhattan there. View of the park, all of the mod cons. If it gets too much, because, high living can become a problem, and sometimes you're having a verbal argument with Barry. Barry's just a man who picks on women. Yeah. If you was a boy, he won't be arguing with you, Julie. He only argues with women. And then he goes, right, I want to have you in a live stream. Fuck off and knock on my door. I don't want to have you in a live stream. I wouldn't even sit next to you in a fucking pub. Why would I do a live stream with you? So here is Kevin in his penthouse apartment. As you can see, it's at the top of the city. You can see all of the beautiful skyline. He's kept it as clean as his home. And his abode and all of the rest of it. But yeah, don't worry about Kev. Kev's actually... No, Dale, this is why I do it. This is why I do it, Dale. Because it's better than chewing lampposts and getting angry like Barry. Do this. Ridicule the shit out of him. You feel much better. So, what about... We haven't talked about, have we? We haven't really talked about... What about a property on the beach? Because all superstars eventually think, I need a property on the beach. I've not made it until I've got a property on the beach. So here we go. This is where they filmed Baywatch. They've just left several years ago now. And Kevin's just, all the mod cons. It's got running water and as much sand as you need. And every now and again, something will fall up on the tide that Kevin can fill with piss and hang on to his lovely A-frame shelter there. Castaway. He hasn't even got a Wilson. He doesn't even have a Wilson. He's Wilsonless. He can't frolic around the island with a Wilson because he's not got a Wilson. He's waiting on a Wilson arriving. He's ordered it from Temu. Right, so you're dying to know where he is next, aren't you? You're dying to know where he's gone next. Well, there he is. There he is. Look, he's cooking. He's grilling some chicken on his outdoor bistro barbecue. That's what this is, Liv. That's half a bed frame from back of Alan's. He has aged a little. If she come to him in AR socks, he fuck off, he knows he cunt. There we go, right? So, yeah. Also, fuck off, nosy. You just fucking nosy. Nosy cunt. So, here he is in his beautiful cabin in Scotland, up in the Cairngorms. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's got all the mod cons. It's got running water and a bucket to catch it in. Now, come on. Running water and a bucket. This is called a mutter bucket, by the way. But yeah. Well, I wouldn't go... If I had accommodation like this, I wouldn't come back from France. Why would I? But, if he's feeling a little bit cooped up, or he feels like he spent far too much time around human beings, talk to you, might want to do this, then he's got full laundry facilities. So he can, take it out and take his washing down to the river like Jesus' mum. My husband's laughing. Like Jesus' mum, and get the washing done. I'm sure there's a Sasquatch in the back there watching him somewhere. Probably a Bigfoot. Bet I can make a grand off it. Thank you, Lil. Thank you. Mark, I know you're filling that bath, babes. Do not do anything outrageous. I have my live stream on. Right. I'm just letting you know because the last time. That's where he's kipping on Saturday. He's got the sun. He's got the Sunday People from 1924. He's got the best bench in the house. I mean, he had to fight Tron Travolta to get on that bench. Might have been Jay-Z. I can't remember now. I can't tell them apart sometime. He's not allowed at home because he's a knobhead. In layman's terms, he's not allowed at home because he put an ASBO on his house and he's not allowed to go back. But in Debbie's terms, because he's a knobhead.
Do not dance around naked.
Please do not dance around anymore. Please do not dance around and do anything like that.
It's been a while since I paraded naked.
We'll make it be just a little bit more of a while till I come off the live, if that's okay with you. Then you can do what you like, babe. He's a digital nomad. He's a slasher, as they say in the business. A veritable slasher.
Who?
No. Mark, go and have your bath. You've not been evicted from the house. You're not Kevin. You're not a slasher. You've got nothing to worry about. Go and have your bath in peace. You'll get used to him. They think I'm the quiet one. I'm not the quiet one. They just think I'm the quiet one. Tommy Noise. Can you sum up what's happened to him just in May? I haven't got enough time. I haven't got enough time to do May. I'm not ChatGPT. I can't do it. Oh, I thought it was just the last 24 hours. Just let me have a moment. I'm past menopause, but I might be starting on it again. Or it's an heart attack. Could be anything, really. It could be the fact that now it's famous to see you late. It might have just gone to my fucking head. I might just stand there now doing that all day. Baking cakes with parsnip, saying what are you going to do if I do that? What are you doing now? Please leave me property. What are you doing?
Mopping up the wet patch from this.
Go and have your bath. Don't ever get married. Don't do it. Starts out alright and then you just end up shouting at each other from opposite rooms. No, alright, Graham. Right, so can I sum up a bit? Well, he went to Spain and it didn't go well. And he said that there wouldn't be a protest, but there was a protest. And he said he wouldn't be there for the protest. He'd be in a posh hotel. But he wasn't in a posh hotel. He waited till 5 minutes before the protest and he ran away in an Uber and left his dad and Paul. And he went to Spain. Then he came back from Spain for a night or something. I might get a bit of this wrong. It's been a long month. And then, I don't remember if he went back or not. I don't know. But then he went back to... Now he's... I don't know. He went to Cannes. He come back from Cannes because the dog died. And then he went back to Cannes. The most exciting news I can give you, which will sum it all up, is the fact that Kevin's house has been served with a 3-month antisocial behaviour closure order. No, Tanya didn't die. The dog died. Unless the dog's got a... No, unfortunately, no. And I'm not going to rip off about the dog. It's very sad when you lose your pet. Kev's ex. Hello, my lovely. Kev's ex, don't worry, he's only after me chocolate. Had dogs and he had to come back because one of them was ill and it died. But then he ran away again and went back to Cannes. All as far as I'm aware, I don't know. I've not seen them together, so I can't comment on that. But he's been at the vet with her. And the dog died and he went back. I don't know. That's just speculation on my part, whether he's with her or not. I don't have any information on that. What are you doing? If it's not your father, it's you. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm waiting. What's going on? What he's doing is, my dad's gone for a bath. So if I come in now and get on the bed with Mum, nobody can force me out at bedtime and make me get in my own bed, even though I'm 5 years old and massively fat. Please get him off.
Come on.
I'm trying to be professional here. Doing professional things. Well, I've just come through bush on my arse. Yeah, that's mate, you're not getting in the bed. All I ask for is 5 minutes. Just go away for 5 minutes. No, they're fine. One's gone for a bath. One's gone in the front room. Hiya, Claire babes. Basically, he can't go back to his dad's. He's got to come back to the UK and find somewhere to live, really. That's the long and the short of it. He's saying it's not true. It's all been made up. It's all AI and it's all been made up. It's not AI and it hasn't all been made up. And I'm quite sure the other content makers who've been in touch with Safeguarding, Peabody, and the police will be putting their own videos and live streams out about it. I have not doctored anything. Yesterday, there was a very blurred image. How do I know? Oh, have I got it? I've not got it on this one. One sec. How do I know? I'll show you how I know. Basically, because he was served. The house has been served twice. Yesterday, it was served within a closure order for 48 hours. And they went back to court today and they were awarded it for a further 3 months. So the house is closed up now until the 20th of August. Not for Alan and Paul. Alan and Paul are fine. For Kevin, no one's allowed in the property. So that was signed at 11:30 this morning, Wednesday the 20th of May, and it will end on 11:30 on Thursday the 20th of August. And the people that are allowed in the house are emergency workers, utility services, delivery services, authorised social service like care workers and stuff like that, Peabody Housing, and Alan and Paul. They are the only people allowed in that home until the 20th of August. They post it on the front door, but they also get served it as well. So I have got images of the police being there today. I've been in contact with Safeguarding Team for quite some time, to be honest. So I knew that things were happening in the background, but you just can't come out and say it, can you? You can't go to Tuners, can it? Because you can't stay at Tuners all the time. It'll affect the benefits. Does Tuna love him enough to leave about $3,000 a month? Because that's what she gets on UC. She gets a rent paid, a council tax paid, and she gets free money. Does she love him more enough to give all of that up? Is she prepared to pay full rent for him and just rely on his money? If Kevin had been at the house yesterday, they would have served him yesterday. But he wasn't at the house. It doesn't matter. The paperwork goes through the door. It really doesn't matter. No, they have to post it on the door. They have to post it on the door. It's a legal requirement that it has to be posted on the door. It's not an ASBO. There's different ASBOs that you can get. There's not just one ASBO that covers everything. It's really hard to get an ASBO on a person. But it's a lot easier if you got help of the landlord to get an ASBO on a home. And the police can shut the home. So say you've got drug dealers living next door and you've got traffic 24 hours a day. The only way to make that stop is to put an absolute disclosure on that house so nobody can come and go from that property. You got neighbours that are smashing stuff up and playing music till 4 in the morning. Yeah. In Kev's case, Kev's not the tenant, so it's not Alan that needs to be removed from the property. All of the antisocial behaviour, and I can read it out to you if you want, that they've been able to prove in front of the court is because of Kevin. So that's why Alan and Paul are allowed there. Yeah, 3 months. That's it, Maeve. Exactly that. And that's what's happened with Kev's. So Alan and Paul can come and go at ease. Kevin is not allowed back at the property. If he does go back to the property or tries to remove the notice, he will get his dad in serious trouble because his dad's the tenant and it's literally on his father's toes who he has at the property. But worse than that, he will be arrested. They said he can get a fine or can be imprisoned up to 51 weeks, so almost a year in prison. So be a fool too, but he can't go in and get his stuff. He'd have to arrange with the landlord or the police to go back and get his things. So as it stands, Kevin owns whatever he's got on his person and in that hotel room. That's it. That's all he's got. Kev's still in France. A lot of people are saying to me, why has he not come home? One, I think a very important one is that he doesn't want us to admit that it's happening. So he can just stay out in France and pretend it's not happening and just keep claiming it's AI. But I think more importantly, he's already paid for the bed that he's in. If you're missing loads of chapters, go and watch the videos on my channel. He's already in Cannes, right? He's got a bed. He's got a roof. He's got access to food. And he's already got a flight booked to come home, whatever day that flight is, right? If he books a flight today and comes home, it's an extra flight fare. He's not going home to a roof. He's not going home to a bed. So, of course, he's going to stay in Spain. Because he's a cheap-ass bastard, and that's what he's going to do. If he comes home, he's got to deal with it, and he doesn't know how to do that. He's still trying to live in that in the sand. This is not happening. Yeah, he'd be coming back to nothing. Whereas in France, he's already paid for it. He's already paid for that hotel room. He's already paid for that flight. He might as well stick it out on him. That's the way he said he'll be thinking. But he's just I'll just pretend it's not happening. So he just keeps telling people I've made it up and it's AI, and like I've made it up, it's AI, it's been made up. I can't make police officers up that are on the door. Kevin, you saw that police officer on your security cam. You spun back and watched that copper put that on your door, and you're still trying to tell the mods and everybody that no, it's not true, it's AI. And of course, every time Kevin mutes and goes, yeah, I will do. Every time Kevin mutes and he's on the phone to using his other phone, Tori and Juicy disappear. And there's only Pam there. And when he puts the phone down, they come back in. You know what else Tori said today? You ready for this? Tori said, when have I ever said I was American? Are you having that? When have I ever said that I'm American? Aye, she did, Ali. She did. Now she's trying to say she never said she was American. Well, last week you said you slept 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. British time. Well, they're worried now, they're mods, aren't they? What do you think Kev's going to do when he's like a sinking ship? He's going to start chucking everyone under the bus. Whichever one won't give him money, he'll turn him in. He'll start sharing messages and all sorts. You know what Kev's like? Yeah, well, that's what she said, Vegas. She said, when have I ever said I was American? Well, I think distinctly remember you saying that your dad was in the RA. Have you seen the other fake profile in there, the French one? Oh, my dad was like, oh, shut up. There's more Walter Mitty's in there than on an actual programme of Walter Mitty. If he had Reginald Perrin in it and Benjamin Button and whatever the other guy was called. Juicy's dad's probably DB Cooper. And he jumped out of the aeroplane and got all the thousands of pounds. But yeah, I shall read it out to you. For anybody who has not heard it, I'll read it out. For anybody who's heard it a million times today, I'm really sorry. But this is going to keep happening for a few days. Because obviously, people, they want to be assured, really. So let me start. So it's a police closure order, an antisocial behaviour crime and Policing Act 2014. So they've done it under Part 4, Chapter 3, Section 80 of that Crime Act, right? It was done today at Willesden Magistrate Court. I'm not telling you the name of the copper. Right, so this is what the police and the housing have to tell the court. The court has to be satisfied that he's broken either one or all of these, right? The court is satisfied that a person has engaged or is likely to engage in further disorderly, offensive or criminal behaviour on the premises. Court's agreed with that. The court is satisfied that the use of the premises has resulted or is likely to result in serious nuisance to members of the public. The court has agreed with that, right? The court is also satisfied that there has been, and is likely to be, further disorder near the premises associated with the use of those premises. The court agreed. And that is the order is necessary to prevent the behaviour, nuisance or disorder from continuing, recurring or reoccurring. So basically, Kev's annoying. We don't want him at the property. He's the problem. He brings the antisocial behaviour order. Right, and then it said, the closure order prohibits access by all persons except those specified at all times, in all circumstances, for a period of a maximum of 3 months. Right, the people that are allowed in there are emergency service workers, utility services, delivery services, authorised, like, social services, care workers, doctors and stuff. Peabody Housing, Mr. Alan Wright, Mr. Paul Ellis. So only Alan and Paul had to be at the address for the next 3 months, and that will end on Thursday, the 20th of August at 2026. If he tries to get into the property, a person who, without reasonable excuse, remains on or enters premises in contravention of the closure order will commit an offence under Section 86 of the Antisocial Behaviour, Crime and Policing Act 2014, liable on summary for conviction to imprisonment not exceeding 51 weeks and or an unlimited fine. He can be jailed for breaking this order. And it was signed today by the judge. Yeah? Signed, dated, correct, the whole 9 yards. His daddy's in the property. I bet his dad's partying right now. I bet he is. I bet he's really confused and doesn't know what's going on. And, like, we're hoping that he's going to accept that Peabody have offered him help, management of safeguarding have offered him help. It's just whether he takes it or not. You know? So we just have to see what happens with that one. He had 72 hours to appeal. He's not bothered. Well, I think he did. He got a ChatGPT to write out like an email to the court, and it was just disregarded. There's nothing he can do. The police don't take you to court like that, and they're not going to spend money on it, on like stuff like that, unless it's certain that it's worth them spending the money on it. Yeah, I did a ChatGPT. Yeah, he's hiding, and he's doing that. Everything's fine. I'm in cans. I'm smashing it on Kate. I hope you're smashing it on Kate. Because he's thinking it's fine. I've got kick money. Well, you got kick money, but you owe a load of CCJs. You owe the court. You owe the taxman. You owe the Department of Work and Pensions. You're not used to paying rent, food, electric, gas, amenities, TV licences, subscriptions, phone bills, food. He's not home. He's in France. Now he's got to live. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Now he's got to live like a real adult. They will offer Alan to clean the house up. Hopefully, he will accept that. I don't know if I can come through it again. Today, they've issued an ASBO on Kev's house. So it's a 3-month ASBO, and it lasts until the 20th of August. So only Paul and Alan are allowed to reside there until the 20th of August. Yeah, how are you going to make grilled chicken and cornflakes in a cardboard box or in an hotel room? No, he's not being evicted. It's an antisocial behaviour order. And what that means is that the police literally close down your home. So what they're saying is that home is now closed to Kevin. Yeah, he's not allowed at the premises. I'm trying to see if I've still... Basically, Kevin's not allowed. The only people allowed at the premises is Paul and Alan. But it's not an eviction. It's to do with antisocial behaviour. So it's to keep him away from the home. Yeah, it's like a loose 3-month eviction. Evictions cost far more, and they're really hard to get. It's really hard to evict someone. Yeah, really, really hard. And it's quite hard to get an ASBO on a person, because people do I won't do it this time. And, social workers get involved. They get that. A house, really easy to do an ASBO on a house. Well, it's not piss easy, but you get money in it. All of the options, that is the quickest, most financial and easiest thing to do is ASBOing from that house. That's up to them whether they get a restraining order or not. What you got to remember is Paul and Alan are adults. They are culpable for their own. So Alan will be offered everything that we want him to have. It is up to him whether he accepts that or not. No one has power of attorney for Alan. Alan is classed as a culpable adult. So if he says to social services, get out my house, I don't want you in, then he can do that. And there's nothing me or anyone else can do about that. Yeah? They do have a duty, they've got a duty of care to Alan. And I've known that for a bit, but there is a duty of care to Alan, so they're going to try and do everything. They're used to this. It's their job, it's what they do, you know? They're far better at it than me. He just has full capacity, so that's why he just lets Kev deal with everything at the door. Well, Kev's not at the door now. Kev can't monitor the phone calls. Kev can't monitor the post. It's all going to come out. Hopefully. Hopefully, Lee. Hopefully. I don't know. Nicky couldn't answer that. Only person who can answer that, darling, is Kev. I think his mum's told him no. He left his mum's to go to his dad's. His mum kicked him out and he went to his dad's. He could go to Tanya's like he would like for a night or something. But the fire engines will come for the flame. If he tries staying there more than 3 nights, she won't get money for that week. They'll have to sign on as a couple. And because he's bringing money in from Kik, TikTok and YouTube, as he's claiming, and we all know he's getting a pittance, their money will start. Just she want him that much. Love can fall out the window when money goes out of the pocket. You know, once your pocket's empty, you'll know whether she loves you or not. Yeah, Charlene, exactly that. So why was she taking back? Plus, he tells his mum who she's allowed at the property, who's allowed to visit, which one of his family members are allowed to visit. Brian's not allowed to be there when Kev's there. Brian lives there. So that's not going to work, is it? And like loads of people are asking me, what's Kevin going to do? Why are you bothered what he's going to do? He's a 47-year-old man. He's going to do whatever it was you did when you realised you had to be an adult and clothe yourself and feed yourself and go to work and get an abode. He's just doing it 30 years later than the rest of us. Exactly the same for Paul, right? People are saying, what about Paul? Paul is he was born in 1987. 1987. He can look after himself. He's a grown-ass adult. Deb, will we get no, don't be getting me involved anymore. I did what I needed to do. I'm not here to look after Alan or Paul. They're both culpable adults. They've got sons and daughters who don't need me. Paul wasn't born in 77. Kevin was born in 78. Paul was born in 87. That's what I mean, yeah. I was 17, me, when I were married. I was 17, married with a mortgage and a full-time job. That's why I have no empathy. Yeah, Paul's 38. Julie's born same year as my Jodie. That's why I've got no sympathy. It's like, no, she works a full shift and sees to her kids and goes to work and does her house and pays her own rent and all the stuff that you expect your child to do. And like, just because Paul and Kevin have been allowed to act like teenagers for the last 30 years, doesn't mean we have to accept that. Just because their parents and their family members accept that doesn't mean we have to. They're both perfectly fine. Absolutely fine. Paul's had 20 years to sort himself a life out. Kevin's had 30. They left school the same year as everybody else in that school and they all had to find a life, didn't they? So I don't have sympathy for him. Yeah, it's not Kevin. It's a fake account. Someone sent it to me. It's not Kevin. Just at the end of the day, did you see that mod or whatever is that support, that Tim Johnson? If everybody just donated £50, Kevin could get a property when he comes back. If everybody just donated fuck all, Tim, he could still do whatever he wants when he comes back. It certainly isn't our problem. It's your problem because you supported him, but he ain't ours. Thank you. So don't ask us to support him. I'm going to be honest with you. If he had a life raft, I'd stab it. If he had a polystyrene thing, I'd take it off him and say, learn to swim. I don't chase adults and I don't mollycoddle them and I don't stick my nose into other people's businesses unless I'm going after him and I want rid of him. And that's why I stuck my nose into Kev's business. You need to, like, get your blinkers on and stop arguing left, right and centre, all that bullshit that goes on there, and just concentrate on Kevin. I am my dad. He will do a go for me and try everything. He almost for like one night when he was in Spain or something, and he had to kick behind a bin. And he come online and started asking people for money and shit. So get up and dance and put your fucking hat on the floor, earn some money. Oh, sorry, man, I didn't know. My chat goes, when it's full, my chat goes really fast. I just think Kevin needs to look after Kevin. We don't. He didn't come out with me. Not to do with me, I don't have to feed him. Well, should we all just send him 50 dabs? Tim, you put him up. Jeezy can put him up. Top Fan Sanj, Mr. Top Fan UK, Liam, Steve from Oxford, Joe, Mitch, Tora, Jeezy, Pamela. They can put him up. They cared about him, I don't. Oh, I don't know about TikTok. I couldn't say. I don't watch him on TikTok. I stopped watching him on TikTok when I realised that he was just baiting everybody and they were just giving him money. Now what we got to do is stop people going in that bloody kick. Yeah, Dylan, you're right. But that's what we need to do. We need to stop going in his kick. Because like now he needs the money, doesn't he? He needs the money more than ever. Yeah? Onion, she can put him up for a bit. All the ones that said that protest has done nothing. It's not like they've done anything. It's not like they've stopped him, is it? When they were all rejoicing and having a little party about it on the night of the protest. And I said, let them party. Everything you can do with your enemy, let them party. Lull them into a false sense of security and take their fucking ankles out from underneath them. That's it, innit, Woodlark? He's a billionaire. Everything's going to work out for Kevin. The Saudi royals will put him up in the Ritz. They'll supply him with a Maybach and a chef and all the Wi-Fi that he needs to get free Wi-Fi. Because Bin Laden's son will give him free Wi-Fi. That Nigerian princess, she'll come in once a week and clean up for him, I'm quite sure. He can have my dead cat litter tray. Sheik Shake and Vac, Sheik Bin Dangle, Shake My Ass, all of them. I mean, he could reach out. Now he could do brand deals. He could do cardboard houses, prefabs, caravans, them ponchos you get when you go on Rubberdinga Rapids. The list is endless. Signs that homeless people have. He could get a brand for that, couldn't he? I'll be safe, won't you? Wouldn't it be funny if he shake me bin bag? Wouldn't it be funny, Jen, if he Rubberdinga Rapids, bro? That's how I collect it. Rubberdinga Rapids, bro. Yeah, but that's it, innit, Colette? He's just gonna have to get one of them big poncho-y things, and like just. If he gets one that's got a brick pattern on it, he could stay in Alan's garden and just like Tom Cruise it against the wall so you can't see him. Like a snuddy. Yeah, he needs a brick pattern snuddy with a bit of a stripe of paint on it. And he could just like do that. All you do is see his eyes move like. And when the dibble come, he just go. Yeah, and then they started, innit? He's laughing. There's a floaty kayak in the middle of middle life. You might have to do that thing where he rides the bus all day and goes around 24-hour supermarkets all night picking up tins of carrots and putting them in bags. Yeah, him and Sobriety Jack could get married, couldn't they, Jules? He could. That's a clever idea, Kat. If he can make it now to Calais, he could cash his flight in, get his bread back, go to Calais, jump in a Calais Rubberdingy Rapids, bruv, and come over and you get a free hotel and everything, and a poncho. Yeah, they would chuck him off the boat. The smell of him would be like chumming for sharks. They'd be coming from Miami and everything. There'd be an oil slick, wouldn't there? It's probably not my best idea, is it? Just chuck him on plane, it'll be funny. Colette, this is what I'm hoping for, because I'm fucking mean and spiteful. I'm hoping that he gets off the plane and they arrest his little ass. And then they remand him, because he's of no fixed abode. Mark, do you Rubberdingy Rapids?
Rubberdingy Rapids, bro.
There you go. How would you like living in Bradford? Wicked. It's wicked. Yeah. Arrest for anything, I don't know what. Arrest him for anything, that's just my dream. I dreamed a dream. If I can dream a dream, Stephanie, I know what your dream is, sweetheart. Stephanie's dream is to be arrested by Sergeant Ahmed. And as he's driving her away in the car, he looks in the rearview mirror and he goes, oh, I can't arrest this woman. I'm off shift in half an hour. Do you fancy having a coffee, Stephanie? And Stephanie will be like, actually, Sergeant Ahmed, a coffee is just what I was thinking as well. Oh, it is, Sergeant, my oh my. Anything, just arrest him for anything. You don't need to be specific. Just arrest him. That was my little fantasy for the day. There was that Kev Wang would get off the plane and they'd go, oh, Mr. Wright, we've been waiting for you to arrive. Don't worry about being homeless. Lovely little pad for you. Got its own toilet. You can have a cannelloni or an all-day breakfast. Don't have the cannelloni, Kev, it's bad. And as many brews as you want. No, we don't do No, we don't have Wi-Fi. No, Wi-Fi here, son. No, we don't do crisp. No, we do grey tracksuits. We don't know. Plimsolls. We don't do shiny trainers. No, son, you can't have them. Can you sing and dance in yourself? No, you can't, because we'll inject you with heavy medication so you go to sleep. Well, what can I do, officer? I don't know. Get used to it. It's going to be the rest of your life. That's how that one's going to go. Itchy blankets, that stinky blue mattress. You'll feel like he's at home. No almond milk for him. No gluten-free. There's no gluten-free cornflakes going on at like Collinswood Police Station. I'm telling you now. Wouldn't it be amazing, Doug? Wouldn't it be amazing? I mean, I'm quite sure in prison that they accommodate to a gluten-free diet. I would imagine they do, but I don't know about whether it's every day you get grilled chicken. I don't know about that. I've never been to prison. I don't know what the chicken ratio is in prison. I don't know if it's once a week. I don't know if it's just a Christmas thing. I don't know. I've never been. I've not even watched prison TikTok. Maybe I need to go and do that. Kevin, go and watch prison TikTok. You're going to need to learn how to survive in there. Nope, he's not allowed home, not till August. He can make a curry. Can you make a curry in a kettle? I had a friend once who used to make noodles in a kettle. There's no period in your life where you need to be making noodles in a kettle in a caravan. I'm sorry. We heard of two room bring. What's Kev going to do? He'll be eating the walls in there. Where's he going to get his orange juice from? Cooking in a kettle. No, I can't. No, I can't do kettle diaries. No. I've had an air fryer a year. I've not used it. Do you want an air fryer, Claire? Oh, Layla did me lashes. Did she do yours? She said she was coming down. She was going to ask you if you wanted them doing. No grill jacket. I'm not sure if anyone's seen the new food. Have I still got it that's going around France? I hope I've not got rid of it. Oh, yeah, you'll enjoy this. Le Kev. It's just a plain gluten-free baguette with boiled potatoes, no salt or seasoning, boiled chicken, no salt or seasoning, and boiled cauliflower, no salt or seasoning. It's maybe they have that in prison. I would imagine that's pretty fucking bad, that, innit? I would imagine they give you that in prison. But if you've got a lady with you and you want to impress her and you're like, no, I like this one, I'll get the 3-course meal. I'll put a bit of money in it. Like, yeah, I'll give you waiter, can we have the 3-course meal? Of course you can. Where's the free? Oh, there's the 3-course meal. There you go. So to start, it's an orange juice with added William. So you'll be running around all William Nilliam all night. And then obviously there's an open top sandwich because you're not having bit on top. That costs an extra £1, that bit. And for your pudding, voila, gluten-free cereal and almond milk. Now, Colette, let me tell you about this one. You're going to enjoy this one. You know who HS is, don't you? There was one night when Kevin was invited to HS's mansion and they did a bit of a bum fights on him and they got loads of young lads, Kevin's favourite demographic, and Kevin to sit in paddling pools while they threw fish at them and stuff like that. It was a whole thing. I thought Harvey Price was there for a bit. It was very bad. Then all of the men, Colette, was told, now cover your ears, were told to stand in a line while a young girl, ballied up, went down the line with Braljecks and sprayed their little Dorito area. And she did each boy as she went along, quite rapidly. I'm quite sure she's done it before. She was very efficient. Maybe she worked at Aldi on the tills, I don't know. But she whipped through 5 of them right quick. But then she got to Kev. And she's, hello, Matthew. She's there for quite some... And HS goes, what's wrong? And she went, I can't find it. It was like a little Argos pencil. Like a tiny, tiny tic-tac eaten in half. Tic-tac, tiny, tiny thing. This did not happen, but it gets better. So, the next challenge was all of these big, hufty, muscly men and Kevin stood in a line and he was right, you're all going to eat a Carolina Reaper. But don't worry, there's milk. And this little voice piped up, 1 moment, please, I'm lactose intolerant. And he ran off set. And then he ran back on set with his almond milk and put it down. Then he ate the chiller and he turned into a werewolf. All of this happened. I have proof on a live stream. Now, he's homeless. He can't go back to the property until the 20th of at least August. As it stands, yesterday he wasn't allowed back for 48 hours. Today's not allowed back for 3 months. Hopefully next month he's not allowed back for 6 months. And that's just how we're going to keep playing the game. He howled at the moon. He went, I've never heard a werewolf make that noise before. He was so bad, Colette, he had to lie down in the Uber going home. I kid you not. I kid you not. Wait a minute, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, it was amazing to see. It was amazing. It was one of my favourite nights. My other favourite night was tonight when I watched it. When I watched him watch my live stream and go, that was brilliant. And he pretended he wasn't watching my live stream, but he was. Killer Kips filmed it. Mark, I think I'm going to die. Tell me kids will love him. I choked on a Carolina Reaper. Oh, you smell lovely.
So.
You smell delightful.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Dancing.
I can hear him dancing. Because he's no one in the living room, the dog's dancing. Make sure it's not Kevin. If it's Kevin, make me dog eat him. I'm actually thinking about it, don't do that. My dog's dancing in the living room. I can hear his feet going. My dog's a bit like Kevin, it's a bit slow. That's it, I'll have to go now, keep going. Soggy style. Lil. Middle name's Lilith, by the way. I spent most of my childhood learning to laugh at things that were appalling. It was the only way I survived life. I was talking to the elephant before and I said, like, honestly, Kev's my pad workout. If I have someone like Kev, I can rip the piss off. I don't have a problem in life. Or in the bin with Oscar. Reaper, they could put him in bin with Oscar, couldn't they? I'm sure Oscar would complain about the smell and the mess. I don't care where he goes. Night, Slodger. I don't care if he ends up on a park bench outside Astor. I really don't care. He's a grown-ass man. He should have sorted it for himself. He's had long enough, hasn't he? He really has had long enough. There's nothing else that you can do for Kevin, because no matter what you tell him, it's wrong. It doesn't matter what advice you give him, it's wrong. It's AI. He made it up. He literally said before that my live stream was AI. Now, I only have Dola, and I don't even pay for it. So it'd have a little thing in the corner there, Kev, saying Dola. Oh, will do, Solar, will do. And I'm going to come off in a minute. I've been talking all day, that's the problem. I had to do some audio for YouTube this morning. And then obviously I got excited because I knew the court case was happening, and then I was like, am I allowed to tell them now? And they were like, yeah, you're allowed to tell them now. So I was like, right, okay, let's me go live then. No, Matthew. No council not even on the mainland, anywhere on the mainland, would have a duty of care to Kevin. He's not classed as vulnerable. He doesn't have any medical issues that would give him housing. He's got money coming in, he's got money in his bank account. If he goes in the housing tomorrow with £1,000 in his bank, we'll tell him to go and get an hotel. So no, he's what we would class as having capacity. So he's not vulnerable. He wouldn't be in any harm if we turned him away. We don't have a duty of care to him. He's a grown-ass man with money, and he has to go and book himself a hotel for a night or something like that. Yeah. You'd have to find a hostel, B&B, HMO that'll take him in. But no, the council won't help him with that. Council will tell him to go and get a tent. The council can't house families with children. There's one here, I was telling you yesterday, that it's really hard to get property where I live, really hard, especially ground floor property. So there was a young lad came out of prison. They gave him the downstairs property on the corner, right? They should never have done it. Within about 2 months, he's cuckooed. He's selling county lines out the house. Within 2 years, there's murders and everything. I'm not kidding. Happened at the house, right? So they put that disclosure order on Kev, and it's been like that for a year. It's sat there empty for a year. A homeless family could have gone in. Somebody who needs to come out of hospital can only go into a ground floor apartment. They could have gone in. It's sad, isn't it? So no, they don't. It's so hard to get people into properties these days that grown-ass men with money in the bank are not. You'd have to have kids, a medical condition. Even there's people with... look at London. You'd have to move out. Kevin won't get a property. Even if the council would give him a property, it wouldn't be in Greater London. You'd probably have to go up north. Yeah. poor Alphaba. Whatever happens to him, it's his own doing, isn't it? It's his own doing. All of the evidence that they put before the court was from Kev's live streams. He's under the impression that private detectives and stuff have been following him, and I've got reporters to follow him and stuff. It's not. It's just everything I've given and other people have given is off his own live streams. It's things that come out of his own mouth, or the things that the mods have wrote. The mods have got quite a bit to do with his downfall. They've been really helpful. Can't go to tuners. 2 reasons. He's not allowed at tuners when the kids are there, and tuners on benefits. Tuner gets less, I think £5 less than £3,000 a month in benefits. And if Kevin moves in with us, she won't get any of it. That's what I mean, Graham, innit? You can't just get a council house anymore. So Kevin, like CLA, had it really well. And they didn't appreciate what they had. So the universe goes, well, you're not having it. Someone who will appreciate can have it. I bet someone lives in CLA's flat now, happy as Larry, thinks it's amazing, loves it. They don't appreciate what they have, what's right in front of them, because they're too busy chasing something that they might not get. I said it earlier. Kevin's been on TikTok 6 years, right? He's 48. What if he does another 40 years on this earth? He's ruined his credit limit, his chances of getting a property, his chances of getting a job, his chances of being in a relationship forever. for a 6-year mediocre career on TikTok. Alan said it. You sold your entire family down the river. That's what he said, didn't he? You wouldn't get one, would you, Deb? He just wouldn't. He's not vulnerable in any way, shape or form. He's basically a lazy-ass man who doesn't want to work, doesn't want to adult, and doesn't want to pay his bills. That's not anxiety. That's being idle. You get anxious when you go to work. You get stressed out. It is hard. It's all coping mechanisms that we instill in our children, and unfortunately we're never instilled in Kevin and Paul. They live like a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old arguing over a fucking joypad. Nobody's going to employ him. Look him up on social media. Nobody's going to give him a tenancy. Look him up on social media. You meet some cracking girl 2 years down the line. Look him up on social media. He's ruined his future forever. He's ruined. For a measly 6 year where he's slightly known on an app that a lot of people don't even care about. When you look at it like that, when you turn down the noise, you swap to life. He's 48, so he swapped 42 years for 6 years on TikTok. I hope it was worth it. Yeah, no pensions coming. Say he gets kicked off Kick tomorrow, right? He gets kicked off TikTok the week after. He's got no money coming in. He can't go to Dole and say, I've got no money, I want you to see. Because they'll go, well, you've been earning. Where's the money you've earned? He then has to prove to him where the money's gone. So the best thing we can do now is make sure that no one's over there on his kit, get as least amount of people in there as possible. Why is he not allowed back? Because of antisocial behaviour. Because of the antisocial behaviour at the house, the courts have said that he can't go back for 3 months. He's the problem. He'll sell anything, won't he? I mean, we already know he's a receiver of swollen goods when for pay. Kev will do anything for money, recognition, and attention. Yeah, you have nothing. But everything that he's been doing, Jason, like singing outside early in the morning, upsetting the neighbours, threatening people on live streams, threatening to get police officers sacked. He threatened a police officer last night on his own live stream. And I think that's actually a crime. So, he owes HRC, Department of Work and Pensions. He owes numerous CCJs. He owes numerous credit cards, payday loans, the whole 9 yards. It was a threat, wasn't it? And he did, Lorraine. Yeah, he did. That's why Serenity people keep saying to me, why don't they put Alan in a flat? Why didn't they put Alan in a flat? Because Alan has lived like a beaten dog for years under Kev's domain, right? And Kev has convinced him that everybody's out to get them. The police, the doctors, the social workers, any helper that comes to the door, they're all out to get them. They're all trolls. If they'd have grabbed Alan today and shoved him in another place, that would have felt like a punishment to Alan. And they've done the right thing. They've absolutely done the right thing. They've removed Kev from the property. And we're hoping that they're offering Alan lots of help. And we're hoping that he accepts it. But if he turns around and says, no, I don't care, get away from my door, I'll get off the phone, there's nothing they can do. So they're going to try and play the long game with him, say right, well, let us fix the sink. And then if he's like, right, okay, fix the sink. Do you get what I mean? So eventually they might say to him, look, Al, have you thought about, why don't you come to Shady Meadows and have a look at it there for a bit, that kind of thing. Lorraine, don't write that in my chat. I'll get flagged for that. That's what it is, Sarah. They got to build a trust with him now, haven't they? Because Kevin's got him so, these people are going to kick me out of my house. I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to lose everything. He's probably doesn't know who to trust at the moment. So it's like trying to pet a dog that doesn't trust you. All the good intentions in the world are brilliant. But until that dog will let you pat it, there's nothing you can do. So, like, as it stands at the moment, we've got to look at it like he's got some breathing time, Alan, and Kev's not in the house. He's not getting up at 7 in the morning and shouting and ranting at his dad and shouting flame and doing live streams like 16 hours a day, you know, all of that. None of that's happening now. So there's some peace and quiet in the house. But there's also the other side of it where you got all the worry, right? And they might not realise it yet, but Kevin's been sat on that door for a reason. And that's to monitor the post that comes through that front door, and he can't do that now. He can't. I don't think legally he can actually like command him through the door camera either. I'm not really sure about that one, but coercive control, and he can't do that now because it's been removed. So he can't answer the phone and take over Alan's phone calls. He can't answer the door and say no, you're not coming in. He can't open all of the mail, thank you, so Alan doesn't see it. So there's a lot of stuff going to be uncovered over the next few weeks that are probably going to be very upsetting because they're all about to learn if he's ever had any loans out in their names. He knows every name, address and date of birth for each and every one of his siblings and his parents and his uncle and his nieces. Yeah. Of course he is, blessed. When Kevin thinks he's in the right, he brags and brags and brags, and I'm amazing. Yesterday, it would have been when Kevin kept saying it's the AI, we all watched him. No, I'm not letting anyone jump on it. I don't normally. I've been on all day, Debs, to be honest. Like, who's Kev? Yeah, he's hiding, isn't he? That's what he's doing, Vegas, and he's refusing to speak about it. He's pretending everything's fine. Kevin stuck his head in the sand and does what Kevin does. Kevin wants a world of unreality around him. He can't face reality. It terrifies him. Yeah, he has. He's systematically isolated his dad from the family, so his dad's got no outside support. And hopefully we give him a chance to get that outside support in there now. I'm hoping things will change. But everything has to happen in its own time, doesn't it? Everything happens. He's not flew to the UK. He was in France an hour, 2 hours ago. I mean, he might be heading for a plane tonight. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. No, he's not in the house. Even if he left for the airport the minute that he came off live, he still wouldn't be in the UK at this moment. But so I don't know. No, I really don't know. He is in a hostel, isn't it? It's normally take you into a nice room and he gives you the big, like, look at this, look at the balcony. He's in a shitty little hostel, miles away from where he wants to be. He can't order any of the food that he likes. He goes in cafes and people come, but John Darms had him yesterday and checked his phone, you know. You don't be charged with anything. Now, I don't know whether because Paul's in that bedroom now, so they clearly done whatever they needed to do. So I don't know if they've got arrest. I don't know if they're going to arrest him. I don't know if they're not going to arrest him. I don't know any of that. Yeah, and they wouldn't tell me that, would they? They wouldn't tell a member of the public that. So he could get off the plane and get arrested. He could get off the plane and go to a hotel. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what he's thinking. I can't tell you what the police are thinking, and I can't tell you what Alan or Paul are thinking. They're impossible questions for me to answer. He's got no control in the UK now, has he? He met Kevin Spacey today. I hope that went well for him. You can remember that when he's freezing cold behind a co-op one. I do. I'm the same, Kitty. I hope the whole 9 yards. I just think he needs a real reality check on what it's like for real human beings, and it might humble him up a bit. Because he's got no empathy. He has no understanding of what it's like for people. The way that he slags us off for working and stuff, and I just think, you have no idea. You have no idea what it's like for some people working 14-hour shifts. You got to get the kids to school. You know, you're coming in and seeing each other for an hour and then she's out on shift. And it's just like he has no idea what the other half live like. And I don't think, thank you, I don't think he should keep being given things. Because people give him things all the time. I mean, look at that knife set he got bought. He's never used it. All of the tools he got bought, never seen him use them. Everything he gets bought, he just slings it. It's no interest to him. Oh, that front door's terrible, isn't it? I think I've got it on here. Do you know the other thing that got me, Julie? One sec. The delusion of him, right, that is AI. Like, how could we AI that? How do we, like, how? How, Kevin? I mean, how? It's all nonsense for him. He's just an irate, angry little shit. Yeah, and finally, for the first time ever, he actually... Let me put this one on. Because I bet he's hopping from fucking toe to toe. Sent me another nasty message overnight and then did what he always does and blocks me. There you go, Barry Utter. Although Barry has tried, he could do far better. 5 out of 10. Improvement needed. There you go, Baz. There you go. You failed your trolling class. Fucking screaming at women. Screaming at Julie. Screaming at me. Did a team call? Oh, I don't know. I don't get into them, me. Only every time I let anyone in here, unless I know him, every time I've ever let anyone on here, it's just turned into a massive row that's got nothing to do with me. And 3 opposing sides have gone at each other in my chat, and it's just like, no, I'm not doing that. No, his dad's not kicked him out. May's been a very tough month for Kev. The house has been served with an ASBO closure order, and that means that the police have applied to the court to close the house down to Kevin. So Alan and Paul are allowed to be there. They have not been evicted, but Kevin is not allowed at the property. Thank you. He's just not allowed. He can't go there. So at the end, that's it for Kev. He can't go back to the property till the 20th of August, but they are going to try and get an interim to extend that. I know what they'll do. Once they can prove that there's been no antisocial behaviour at the house, and they go back to court and say, look, we've had no antisocial behaviour, it's not cost us any money, the court will extend it. Oh, he's a trouble causer, Tracer. He's one of them blokes who wants to, like, he's a mass debater. That's the only way I can put it, darling. He wants to debate. I'll debate you on a live. Fuck off. What's it? 100,000. Any man who's prepared to sit there and write appalling messages to a woman online is not a man I would be sitting with, live stream or not. No. He can send as many threats as he wants, can't he? Yeah. He can send as many threats as he wants, but what his father has to do now is learn how to tell Kevin no. If his dad gives in and lets Kevin in the house, his dad will have to understand that he could have gone for a disclosure order on Alan because he's the tenant, and they haven't. And if he's responsible for whatever happens at his property, and if he lets Kevin that house, that will trigger the start of eviction for Alan. Alan has the sole responsibility for what happens at his home. And they have done this very sympathetically. No. Sarah, why would the police take over his mail? I honestly couldn't answer that. I'm sure they'd have to get a warrant for that. Yeah, Kev's basically can't go back to the property for 3 months. But Alan and Paul are fine. Yeah, I would imagine they've told Alan all that. But yeah, at the end of the day, the book rests with Alan. He's got responsibility for what happens at his premises. But in this case, they kind of done it sympathetically, almost like Kevin's cuckooed the property. No? Because normally they go for the tenant. It gives them 3 more months anyway to put a bigger case together. The family dynamic's awful. I don't know if Alan understands the situation. I'm not Alan. I don't know, Reaper. I couldn't tell you that. He couldn't use it before because Rob covered it up with a sticker so that we could get a photo of the door. But I think that's been moved on. He's cuckooed him, hasn't he? That's what he's done. Cuckooed his own dad. Paul's there. Paul's Alan's carer. Can I ask you a serious question on that one? I'm not having a go, Taz. When have you ever seen Kevin care for Alan? I've never seen him make a cup of tea for him, a meal for him. I've never seen him go out in the car with him to get shopping unless Kev wanted his hair cut or he wanted an hair dye. I've never seen him wash Alan's clothes. I've seen him disturb Alan, shout at Alan, call Alan names, get up at 5 to 7 in the morning, start ranting at Alan. Seen all of that. Yeah. Paul does more for Alan than Kevin, but Paul shouldn't be getting carer's allowance because he doesn't do more than 30 hours care. He takes him shopping once a week, and other than that, he just ignores him. So the dynamic is awful. Big Gifter, where do you need up to? Where was your last update? And then I can personalise it for you. Yeah, he's supposed to be the carer there, but Paul's actually the one that's supposed to be caring for Alan. So this has been done on the fact that no, Kev's not allowed to go back until August. It's been done on the fact that there's antisocial behaviour at the property because of Kevin. So Kevin is the draw for the antisocial behaviour. So they've removed Kevin from the situation so that there's 3 months. Yesterday they were awarded a 48-hour ASBO on the house to close it to Kevin. They went back to court today at 11. By 11:30 the docket had been signed and it was saying that Kev has to stay away now and cannot go back there until at least August. But things will happen between now and August that I can't tell you about yet. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to find it for you. Give me a sec. For anyone who's not seen it, if you want to see it, the actual order that's on the door, just DM me and I'll send it you. It's probably easier. But yeah, we've got a close-up now of everything that was written on the door. So there's 2 police notices on it now, 2 or 3, I can't remember now. It's been that many today. So he now knows that the courts have agreed that Kevin's antisocial behaviour at the house has to stop, and that to do that, then he's not allowed back at the premises. If he goes back to the premises, he can be jailed and or fined. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I've been doing audio all morning and then I've been live streaming all night. I've been doing my hello everybody and welcome back. My name's Deborah Hartswell and you're listening to BBR Investigations. So I'm a bit hoarse. But yeah, it's easier for me to do the live stream than answer 500 messages when they come in all asking, where's Kevin, what's happened with Kevin, what's happened with Paul, where's his dad, what's happening, and then it's just like, no, I can't just answer this a million times. I'm just going to do a live stream. People will literally not listen to the update videos and then message me, and I think I've just put the fucking video up about that, man. Yeah, there's also another court case next week, so he's got to be back for next week. His choices are stay out there. Yeah, that's it, Taz. Stay out there and do a CLA, or come back and face the music. And only Kevin knows what he's going to do in that. I know he tried speaking to his dad yesterday and his dad told him to F off. So it's not like his dad's like, oh, poor Kevin. Poor Kevin. His dad was like, fuck off. Don't care. I am going to do, Dory. I'm going to have a chill. And tomorrow I'm going to have a chill. If anything happens, I'll put an update up. But yeah, I'll see how knackered I am tomorrow. He's not allowed back due to antisocial behaviour at the property and threat that there can be further antisocial behaviour if he's there. In layman's speak, because when Kevin's at the property, the police are called, things are thrown at the property, Kevin disturbs the neighbours. So it's like, it's in conjunction... No, I'm not a neighbour. It's in conjunction with Peabody Housing and the police themselves. So they went to court yesterday and asked for a 48-hour police ASBO closure order on the house, and they were granted it. They went back to court today and they've been granted it for a night, darling. They've been granted it for a further 3 months. He is a nightmare neighbour. Basically, Kevin is a nightmare neighbour, and they don't want him streaming from the property. They've got plenty of evidence of Kev winding people up and goading and threatening police and threatening people and everything that needed to make the court go, oh my God, yeah. Well, Kevin provided for himself. Right, guys, this is my last catch-up of the night. I don't know, Lorraine. I can't tell you that, only Kevin knows that. Right. Kevin's still in France. He's still at the Cannes Film Festival. He found out, bailiffs came to him yesterday morning. He got a load of bills, so he's in loads and loads of debt. And yesterday, I think at 3:15, the police posted a antisocial behaviour notice on the door saying that the only people allowed at the property are Paul and Alan. They went back to court today, went in front of the judge, and the judge has extended it for 3 months. So Kevin, Ed Matthews, nobody can help him. It's already done. Done, sealed, signed, delivered. There's nothing he can do. He can't go back to his dad's address. He's not allowed back there till August. If he wants to enter the property, he has to contact Peabody and the police, and they'll escort him to do it, to get his stuff. He's being investigated for malicious communication and all of the stuff that's gone on at the house, the throwing of the paint, the whole 9 yards. He's knackered, basically. He's absolutely knackered. Everything that you've wanted to happen has happened. He could appeal it. He put an appeal in. It was refused. So he can keep appealing by ChatGPT. Kevin's too tight to get a lawyer, and he's not entitled to legal aid. So to fight this, he needs to pay for a lawyer. So for the first time in his life, Kevin needs to split that £1,000 that's in his bank between lawyer, rent, food, electric, gas, water rates, council tax, Wi-Fi bills, phone bills, subscriptions, like we all have to do. Kevin now has to live like a normal human being, and he has to provide all of that for himself. And people keep saying, oh, the council allows him. They will not house him. There are veterans on our streets who are grown men who've done more than a decade in the army. And our housing say to them, we have no duty of care to you. So if we can't be housing veterans, we're not housing Kevin, are we? That's not how it works. Yes, at least where I am, Vegas, for some stupid reason, about 5 years ago, they started advertising this as the West Pennine Moors. You can't get a property. You can't get a property. These families been here 5 generations, and the kids get married and they can't live around here. It's just, there's no way. It's like I was really lucky that my daughter and my son-in-law got a property quite close to us, because he's a manager, you know. But you've got to have a really decent job to afford the rent around here. People say to me, why are you in a tiny little flat? A, because I'm disabled, it works for me. And B, I couldn't afford the rent. Yeah, I was in a big 4-bedroomed house. Just me, because the kids have left home, so it's just me and him, and the kids have left. It's madness, isn't it? Yeah, he's intentionally homeless. He's made himself intentionally homeless. And that's on him, really. So, honestly, go and get one of the tents that you stole from the homeless people. Go and get one of them and kip in it, and now you know what it's like to be homeless. There's a bit of karma for you. You know, find out what it's like to not to be able to afford chicken every day, because not everybody can afford a £15 lettuce whoosh to the house, or a packet of Chewits whooshed to the house. He's going to have to learn to go to the shop himself. He's going to have to learn how much things are. He doesn't know how to budget. He doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to clean. He doesn't know how to look after himself. He doesn't know how to fill out a form. He spent his entire life being a 13-year-old boy. And for the first time in 47 years, somebody said to him, no, thank you. No. The answer's no. He's had a tantrum, he's shouted, he's raged, he's tried cajoling, he's tried manipulating, he's tried doing all, get out. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a fake account then. But yeah, he's tried everything. He's done he's opened his narcissist handbook and he's gone through A to Z and then he's like, shit, I'll have to start at A. Nothing's going to change it for him. He can phone HS, he can phone Ed, he can phone whoever he wants. What do you think you do? HS is going to phone the Gabbers and they're going to go, oh, right, HS. Yeah, the mop's free. ChatGPT, unfortunately, is not free. I've still got to like free her. That's on my conscience. That I promised her to get her out there, and I will do it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, nothing's going to work, Kev. It's on your own head. You brought this on yourself. You and your mods have done this. You and your mods, because a lot of that evidence were things that the mods had said in the chat, especially Sanj. So, like, when it all comes out, and you can get them court dockets. Real easy to get them court dockets now if you're Kevin. Will he do it? Nah. Yeah, because in those court dockets will be all of the evidence. Yeah. He won't have free Wi-Fi. Do you know when we laughed, okay, and we said he'll end up sat in the library like Cyril with his bag for life, wandering around telling people how he was, relevant 25 years ago? It has literally happened to him. He's going to have to sit in that, sit outside Aldi, sit in Mackey's, sit in Costa, sit on the bus all day. Whatever he does that Cyril does with his day, Kevin's now, that's his life. So if you thought he had a rage for Jim Skin and HS and the rest of them beforehand, do you know the funniest thing, Kate? And it keeps popping in my head. Do you know the crazy guy, the other Kevin, that he found wandering around London town and he put him up in the premiere and then that Kevin went out? That's him in 20 years. So in 20 years' time, another Kevin's going to come along and there'll be Kevin Wright, dum-dum-de-day, with his speaker next to his head, rolling around with like odd trainers on from Primark and just like annoying everyone about how famous he was when he was with the Saudi royals. And like, it's just like, Kevin, that is you. That is literally you in 20 years' time. It's just this random homeless guy that people go, fucking hell, he stinks, man. Yeah. Do you want me to get you a butter? Only if it's gluten-free. Well, fuck off then. Like get them vegan homeless. Well, I'm vegan. And they're like, oh, right, okay. Would you like a brie and grape panini then? Yeah. Don't forget, I am the woman who told the guy at Aldi to fuck off when he asked me for the £1. No, he can, but he'd have to. It's like when you get divorced or you've got an injunction. He can go to the home, but it'd have to be with an accompaniment with like the police or an official from Peabody to get his stuff. They'd arrange a time and date. They've done the search and that's all over and done with. Paul's gone into Kev's room. So that's all over and done with. So that's finished now. So it's just a matter of he can't go back to the house. Yeah, next will be a social media ban. Because what he'll have to do now is he'll have to go outside. And the longer Kev's outside, the more tired he gets, the more irritable he gets, the nastier he gets to people. And let's be honest, there's a lot of trolls out there who are going to phone in the police on him. So that'll be the next step. The police will be like, right, we've got him out of the house. That's stopped the problem at the house. But now we've got a problem with him in central London. So that would be the next one. They'd ASBO him out of certain areas in London. And then as it carried on, then he'll get... But I am on 6, but he could get a social media ban when they take this back to court. We don't know what else is in the pipeline. We have to wait. We just got to wait. But trust me. I've not let you down up to now. Trust me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm glad you're over the... I hope your holiday's going well. I remember doing that. Do shake pineapple with the kids for years. My eldest is 40. So yeah, it is an amazing day. You did amazing last. This is down to you. Yeah, this is down to you in the protest. I remember the Saturday night and they were all the night of the protest and GC, Tori and Pam and them, they were all in there celebrating. And I did a live me and I said, let them celebrate early. Because that's how you take them down. They just think they've won the battle. Yeah? And it's all coming. I'm like, oh no, it's not going to happen. Can't get anything yet, and it happened. So the mods have been vacant. The mods have gone, whoosh. Also, Pamela, I found you. I know where you are. I know which one's yours. I know which new build's yours. I know which fence is yours. And I know which one's your corner shop. How are you going to feel when posters go up? Eh? How are you going to feel when posters go up? GC went, why would people come after me? Why do you think we're coming after you? Of course we're coming after you. Do you know what else today? Mum was sick. Do you know what Tori said? When have I ever said that I was American? I think that they're all a little bit worried now. They're fair game. It's open season on them mods. Yeah, open season on them mods. So he's not going to help him, is he? He'll start spilling stuff on him. They done this and she said that and he did that. Look at this. Look at. See how he turned on G Crew? When G Crew wouldn't give him any more money, he went through everything that G Crew would give him. For years, he went back. The minute Kev hears the word no, he turns. Oh, yeah, Julie got her birthday wish, didn't she? She really, really did. The fact that it happened on her birthday was amazing. It's just like perfection. Right, if it's not raining tomorrow night, I think I'm going to do a campfire. Because I've got a load of wood. I'm praying it's not raining. I'm going to have a campfire and we'll rip the shit out of Kevin. Wherever he is, I'll be lovely and warm with a hot chocolate next to me fire. Feel free to join me. But I honestly, today has been amazing. I feel like I want to go like that now, though. Somebody said to me, right, we'll start on this. And I was like, no, I need a day off. I'll be here. Oh, nice one. That's my Colette, that. Sometimes Jodie will pop in. Sometimes Erica will pop in. It depends on what time I'm on and stuff. But yeah, even girls are like, yay. They're like, Kev Wan can't go back to the house now. Our Layla went, oh, can he not? I went, no, he can't go back. He can't go back to the house now for 3 months. He's not. He's still in France. When I looked a couple of hours ago, he's still in France. So, thank you. He's probably going to fly out in there tomorrow. I don't know what day he was due to fly home anyway. So I'm looking at it like, this is the way I'm looking at it, because I'm tight. He's already got a bed there, hasn't he? And he's a roof over his head, and he's got his flight booked anyway. So to come home early, he'd have to pay out for another flight, and then probably put himself up in an hotel. So it's extra money, isn't it? And he's also been pretending it's not true. He's literally said today, right, that I've made it up. It's all AI. I've arranged it. You know, like, because I've got TV, that I've got fake policemen to go to the house and put a fake notice up. And I've got fake policemen to make a fake court thing. It's all made up. It's all AI. I've made it all up. So, yeah, it's all my fault. And they believe in him. It must be easier to believe that than actually admit that he's lied to us. Especially for his mods and support. He's literally lied to us, like, yeah. He's got to come back for court, so he's got to come back to the country at some point. Good. He's bonkers, but he's extra bonkers now. He's in his hotel room now, pulling out whatever left of his hair he's got. Screaming, looking for pain meds that he can crush. Yeah, I'm quite sure he's got a very bad headache at the moment. I'm really sure he will. No, yes, no. I don't know about that one. I can't know about that. I know that the police were at court over him yesterday, and then they were there today at 11:30. Well, they were there at 11, and they did this. Right, yeah, 3 months. So I don't know. I tried looking for him on court serve because I have court serve, but I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him, so. But I was just really glad that he got ASBO'd anyway. I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's if he'll get arrested. I think it's when. I think there's going to be an arrest, even if it's just to be brought in for questioning. Whether that'll be at the airport or when he gets home, I don't know. But I do. I think they'll bring him in for questioning and he'll kick off and just act like a knobhead, like he does. I mean, God. Yeah. But, I mean, other than that, I think, yeah, they have been, haven't they? So I think there's an arrest. I think there's going to be an arrest. I just think it's when. Yeah, and like, they're not going to tell us, are they? They're not going to tell us what they're doing. But I've told them all along, like, people like, so frustrating. I'm like, I know it's frustrating, but you've got to play the long game, haven't you? If you take him to court and you've got a little bit of evidence, he gets a little bit of punishment. If you take him to court with a shitload of evidence, he gets a 3-month ban from the house, and that's exactly what they've done, and that's down to you lot. Yeah. Everyone who's reported him, now we need to do TikTok and Kick. That's what I'm going to concentrate on tomorrow. I'm going to let TikTok and Kick know that he's been removed from the property because of his antics on social media. And obviously we want an answer as to why he's been given his TikTok account back. And several days later, he's been ASBO from the property. And we need to ask Kick why they've been getting consistent reports since the beginning of April. No decision's been made yet, even though he's been removed from the property. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know. I don't understand that. Because it sets a precedent going forward. That if someone on TikTok's really bad and they break all of the community guidelines, they will lose their channel. And if you know the right question or you know the right person, you get your channel back. We've all lost channels. You have, Tommy has, I have. We've all lost channels to him. Why am I obsessed, Gary? Gary, why can't you approach me in a real profile, Gary? Because your name's not Gary, right? So what's it got to do with you, Gary? If I'm obsessed with Kevin, Gary, yeah. Why am I obsessed? Why would I not be obsessed? It's better than fucking Enders, isn't it? Why are you not obsessed? Why are you not obsessed with a grown man who's caused so much problem at the property that his father's been in a depressed state for at least 6 years? Why are you not obsessed with that? Why are you not obsessed with sorting it out? You know, you being a grown man and all. Do you work at it? Because if you work, you should be more obsessed than I am because you're paying tax and he isn't. Do you bring your kids up, Gaz? Do you bring them up well? You know, make sure that they've got manners and they're fine outside and they go to school and they behave. Because if you do, you should be obsessed as well. Because Kev teaches every young kid that comes on here that it's okay to beg. It's okay to destroy your parents' house. It's okay, even if you'd have grown up. Even if you'd have grown up. Yeah, it's okay to do all of that. Gary, you should be more obsessed, darling. You should be more obsessed. Grown men, eh? Defending Kevin. How does that work? Mark, get us another handbag, babe. I need another handbag to put someone's bollocks in and all my handbags are full and Sue's run out as well. Julie, have you got any handbags spare? All right, Gary. How's your baby and your laddie and your basil and your castle and your laddle? How are they? Yeah. Basil, whatever your name is today. Can he move in with you? Can you put him up? You and him would get on. He likes abusing women online as well. He's dead nosy. He goes around live streams like saying ridiculous shit that nobody cares about. You get on like an house on fire, mate. It's half your rent, innit? Have you got any children in the household? That might be a problem. I'll leave it up to you, Gaz. I'll leave it up to you. Put him in there, Gaz. That'll hold him. Just put him in there for now. And I'll find a permanent place for him tomorrow. Well, that's why I can't go to Gary's, innit, Sandy? Gary's is out. Larry's is out. Baz's is out. They're all out. Maybe Liam will put him up. Yeah, why can't JC put him up? Pam can't put him up. She's already said she can't put him up. She bought a new sofa. She's not having anyone sleeping on her sofa. I didn't think that was very loyal of you, Pamela. Pamela, you should have been the first one there. Oh, Kevin, what can I do to help your predicament? I've seen that you've been beset by a series of calamities. And, well, she can't spell that, would I? Pam say it. All right, babes. What's going on, babes? Inbox me, babe. Babe, inbox me, babe. Babe. That's what Pam would say. What about GC? Well, GC say I can't. I have to see to my llamas. I have an entire made-up life where I'm a 12th century fucking pirate and I pretend that I've never worked because I'm a trustee baby and I have to keep up that pretence and that takes me quite a long time. So no, I cannot get Kevin to move into my very small caravan with me. Ems, possibly, maybe. You'd have to go and sit on the bus stop outside and let her get a few in first, then she might let him in. He's running out in there. He's running out of, like, possible homes to go to. He's not even got any exes he can hit up. Like, you know, no one's going to take him back, are they? Please don't want him. No one wants him. Brett, possibly. That's a good idea, that, actually, Miranda. Kev, have you hit Brett up? He's got spare dates. Oh, you can't eat chicken. Miranda, he won't let him eat chicken in the house, will he? CLA. She might put him up, but then I'm going to message her and tell her with live stream clips about how Kevin blamed her for all of the calls that went to his dad's house. Actually told his dad on a live stream it was CLA, and then told Paul on a live stream it was CLA, and then ranted over several live streams saying it was CLA. So yeah, you take him in and I'll send you the videos. USA Debbie might take him in, even though he threatened to take a channel, and she's got it all wrote down. All of the people that he's blackmailed with. Are we not getting served now? Top Fan Sanj could take him in. Alexander could take him in. Mitch. Steve from Oxford. The big gifter. Don't think you're getting out of it. How many bedrooms have you got? Could you put him up? Possibly, maybe. This DJ Decker could offer him a property. Jay Moss could put him up. You're correct there. That is correct. There's lots of Gina from Kabbalah. She might take him in. You never know. Kev Spacey will put him up. Well, they've got things in common, haven't they, him and Kev Spacey? They're both Scoutmasters, aren't they? Sobriety Jack. Nobody's moving with Sobriety Jack. Eartham Steps, I said that earlier. Maybe Eartham Steps will put him up. Or Lee from Blue. He could put him up, couldn't he? Scientology. Yeah, he's not got enough money. Any space on the islands? Jasminge. Yeah, Jasminge could put him up. Jasminge and Gimme. They could have a beg off. They could have Jasminge on one side and Kev Wang on this side, and Gimme and Paul will have to be like the adjudicators in the middle, and we could see which one did the biggest beg for that day. I reckon Jasmine would beat him hands down, really. All she's got to do is flutter them eyelashes. And she's younger, isn't she? So probably. But, no, there isn't a but. I think Jasmine would win. Granny Jem, I didn't think of that. She could put him up. She'll have spare rooms. Rachel. Has Rachel Cups got any spare room? K Funds. The Saudi Royals. What about Roadman? Roadman may offer him an abode for the evening. Kevin, she's Roadman. I know you're a cream neck goblin, but I understand that you're having a small predicament with your housing crisis. And would you like to stay at mine for an evening? I could get one of my friends to drive and pick you up, and drive you to the home. Certain activities will happen. Would you like to join us? Marcus M. Well, Marcus M's will only do if they're foreign and they're drunk. So, don't know. Do you remember when she went outside and tried getting that Kurdish lad to come in with sweets? It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a Kurd run in the opposite direction from a woman on benefits for money in the bank. It was like, wow, somebody filmed this shit. She's got money in the bank and no husband, and a Kurd ran away. That doesn't happen. That never happens. But he did to Ems. He was like, no, lady, leave me be. Lo. Tyson Fury. Now, on the subject. No. The daughter's just got married. They're very busy. She's 16 and just got wed, right? So no, we're not involving Tyson in any of it. Aye, someone will offer him somewhere. If we curly hair. Yeah, that famous guy with curly hair, who probably is that famous guy, but maybe not. You can't go back to the property. Rachel can't put him up. So there's no room left. Maybe Prince Andrew will offer him a spare room at his accommodation. I don't know. I think there's an old island where Epstein was that Kevin fit in with wonderfully. I mean, wonderfully. But he hasn't got the money, has he? So that's not going to happen. P. Diddy might possibly offer him somewhere. I mean, he did one stand outside Marks and Spencer's in Soho. And a person who might have been, sort of looked like, could have been the cook's daughter's assistant cousin of a maid that once worked for Diana. Also, what was that guy called who possibly maybe was in his taxi, but he's not sure if it was him in his taxi? Was it KSI? Or as Kevin calls him, Sick? Because Kevin can't spell, can he? So he spells S-I-K. I don't know. The Mexicans are tough. Hey, gringo. Andre, Riba. No. So for one last time tonight, before I disappear, let's look at Kevin's housing options going forward. Now, I've sat down with the police and several housing associations, and we've come up with a little plan for Kevin so that he has got somewhere to stay over the summer months. Now, I didn't do that one. That one was sent to me, but that gave me the idea. I thought that were brilliant. He's got his merchandise on there. Not his yellow diamond stickers, by the way. Real merch. Now, don't get upset when you see the size of his tent. It's not his tent. He's just posing outside of the tent so it looks like it's his tent. So that's his comment. This is one thing that he can afford here. It's a ground floor flat in central London. Comes with no mod cons, no amenities, and he's outside of his price range. So no, he can't do that one. So we know what's our next. What should we do? I think maybe we move to our countryside abode. Now this is our country cottage in the Cotswolds. Also no amenities, no hot running water, no toiletries, not even got a light bulb. No, there's no swimming pool, unfortunately. That's out of his range, and he's allergic to water. So no, there isn't a swimming pool. So where we're going to go next? Well, I think we're going to go to the Peak District and do a bit of wild camping there. Also no amenities, no shops, no chicken. Bigfoot, we'll enjoy that. And I don't know what's happening in the back of that tent. Bigfoot could be in there for all we know, Tractor Boy. You never know. Kevin may be in serious danger. But I'm not going to save him. I don't care. I really don't care. I know you don't believe me, but I don't care. So yeah, that's not happening. So he's thinking, right, I know what to do. Let's go. While we're on the world tour, because it's started now, hasn't it? Whether he likes it or not. Maybe we should go to a loft apartment in possibly Manhattan, overlooking the park, Central Park. It's absolutely beautiful. Also, no amenities. Jedburgh next. Yeah, Jedburgh next is the thing. No amenities. Just obviously there's like birds around, but you can't eat them because you can't work out that they probably taste the same as chicken because his brain don't work like normal people's brains. We know this, don't we? So, that's not going to happen for Kevin, is it? So what about a penthouse apartment? Kabbalah Leesway. What about a penthouse top floor apartment on the top of Trump Tower? Yeah, rooftop. I mean, it's all the rage now, Karen, isn't it? You could have a rooftop garden up there. Could grow his own spuds or cauliflower, because that's all he eats. And chickens. I think he'd think, tent in Chernobyl would be nice, wouldn't it? But what if he's a very, he lives a very busy lifestyle because of all the work that he has to do and all of the engagements he has and the fact that he's, his diary's booked out till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. He might feel like going on, I know, because we're rich, let's get a lovely seaside cottage. Now, this one does come with some amenities. It has piss bottles, as you can see, 5 litre ones, not the small ones. And it does have running water, also known as the ocean and the sea. But don't worry about it. Kevy's going to let go with the lyrical flow and go over the ocean and over the sea. He has been promising you this for a while. He's finally delivered prime location every time, isn't it? Should see key money I had to put down to get that. He loves a piss bottle, doesn't he? Crispin in back of the shack there. Sat on his own firewood, but don't worry, he won't light a fire because he doesn't know how to light a match or what a fire is other than flame, and that's been pissed on now permanently. He is definitely travelling the world. So, Deborah, saying, but Deborah, how's the boy going to eat? Deborah, he's a growing man, he has to eat. Well, yeah, full-on cooking facilities. Bit of his broken bed. Just knocking a bit of, pot noodle up in that or something, I don't know. You can't even afford wish trainers anymore, David. You're being ridiculous. It's not middle class. Trainers one wish. Kevin's a pauper now. You can have charity shop trainers or free off the homeless people. Other than that, he needs to provide his own trainers. But don't worry, I'm quite sure GC will do it for him. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, he's like, not sure, don't know if I like this. How about, Kev, how about a beautiful cabin in Wales with all the fresh running water that you need, full facilities this time, a water pot, a mutter bucket, and I'm not explaining what that one is, and I'm not that's for his hooch. I think he's making hooch in that or something, because you don't need 3 buckets. You need a pot to cook, a pot to do your business in. Maybe this is, I don't know. It's a lot going on. There's too many amenities for me. It's like a galley kitchen. I can't do it. I'll have to have a lie down and a fruit tea. But there he is, living it large. But then you're like, oh, Deb, you've been really ensuite shower. I never thought of that. I bet you're I was going to say a travel agent. That won't do. Deborah, you need to go to bed. I bet you're an house agent. I bet you sell houses for a living, don't you? This is a Bijou. What do they think called? Bijou studio flat in the Welsh mountains. Power bank escape, yeah, yesterday. He's got one of them finger ones now. He's got Paul on a bike out the back. He's got one of them African washing machines now. That's all he can do. But talking about washing machines, Deborah, where's he going to get washed and dried? Well, much better than his old facilities, because that stream's far cleaner than the washing machine that he puts his clothes in. This is full mod cons, this, for Kev. This is 5-star homelessness, this. This is not just your ordinary homelessness. This is out there in the wilds, surrounded by fresh animals kind of homelessness. You know, the type you get from a man. Well, well, I don't know, Deb, because you get nice homeless people outside. He's more like a little homeless person, isn't there? Give us a tin of dog food or I'll beat your cat up. That's what we're getting to. I think he's going to end up sat outside Lidl for the rest of his life. McDonald's is already full of homeless people, as is every crossing in the southwest of England. So, you know, I don't know where Kevin's going to fit in. But finally, first night back in England, on a gluten-free bench, with a gluten-free newspaper. No, he can't have the foil blind. Paul has used it to chase the dragon, I'm afraid. There's no Bako foil blind left. So there he is, 1974 Sunday Sports magazine, The Pink, living it large. He's got some snacky snacks here for later. There'll be several young youths coming along in a bit to spatter him with paint and eggs so he feels at home. And then he will make pancakes with that in the morning, but he'll have to eat them raw because he's not got any cooking facilities. And Kevin's that stupid, he'd set light to his blankets, wouldn't he? It's really sad for him because he doesn't even know how to spell newspaper, so he's not really sure if this is a duvet or not. He don't know. Someone will be down to explain it to him shortly. But yeah, seagulls will paint him. We got red kites down there. Red kites are me. Yeah, just chuck some meat on him. When we was kids and there was people on site that we didn't like, we used to chuck food on top of caravan, so in the morning all the seagulls would wake him up about 5 o'clock. Maybe we could do that with him. I think his next meal is probably going to be gravlax, and if you don't know what that is, it's raw fish in piss vinegar. So that's where Kev's heading with that one. But yeah. Famous newspaper. I was in this newspaper in 2005 when I walked past a Saudi prince in Novida. I had to tell Kylie Minogue where the car was. Yeah. The best one yesterday was, oh, it's her. I think she's famous. Well, she's famous or she's not, but you know. Well, no, Kevin. It's exciting if they're famous, but it's not exciting if they're not famous. When he shouted at, Colette, when he shouted at Eva, Eva, we're your fans, Eva. She should have gone, you can't get me fucking name right. That Layla was your bod for 6 years. You couldn't even get her name right. It's not even Layla. Don't be shouting me, you word gimpy fucker. That's probably what she said in American, you know. Maybe we could get Tori to translate it. Because Tori's American. Well, why would an ASBO have it? I don't know what you mean, an ASBO. Wouldn't an ASBO have a tag? No, not at all. An ASBO is an order. It's made from the courts. I think what you mean is, say, someone comes out of prison and they go to house arrest, then they would have a tag. Or if they had bail conditions, they would have a tag. But no, an ASBO isn't, it's like a piece of paper that's Are you American? Are you sure you're American though? Because Tori told me she was American. She told me fibs. So I'm not sure about you Americans now. I've worked with Americans for years, but I've been put off from now because of Tori. I have trust issues. I'm very sorry, but we should get to know each other. I think that's the answer here, isn't it? In American and British friendship, I think we should get to know each other, and I'll learn to trust Americans again. I'm sure I will one day. But you have no idea the distress that tourists cause me, speaking in English language, writing in English, well, almost writing in English. Saying things like ta-ta and I'm parched, and I'm thinking, you're not American, you're not even posh, you're just some scrubber from Bromley. I glitched then. You're just some scrubber. I did it again. You're just some scrubber from Bromley. But yeah, she's just American. She's American. She's so American, she didn't know what Primark was, even though they have Primark in America. And she didn't know where Aldi was, even though they have Aldi in America. Quite sure she doesn't know where America is, even though she pretends to live in America. I don't think she can even spell America. I think that's why she puts USA. Do you know once Kev got lost on a desert island? For all those people who are new, he got lost on a desert island, and they flew over there for several days. Nobody spotted him because he couldn't understand what play meant. They kept flying over, and it was like, what's OSS? What's PLEH? He was out there years. We were shouting down to him, spell it correctly, you fucking dumb nun. Spell it correctly, and then we can come and rescue you. It was like Scrabble with rocks. It was very bad. He was out there longer than that Japanese soldier at the end of the war. Now you ask yourself, you keep saying, why does he look so rough? Because he was on a desert island for a year and he can't spell help. How many times do I have to explain it? You can't spell SOS and he can't spell help. Now I know you think that I'm mean, right? But this is a guy who spells the word no with a K and a W. His mod spells the word beyond with no Y and a H. I'm not lying. Beyond. Sometimes his mods make me very ashamed to be English. I'm partly Irish and also a bit Welsh as well, and it makes me ashamed to be them as well. Sometimes I want to say, no, actually I'm from France. I'm not from England. I don't know Tory GCR, Pam. They're all jelpus of us. When he wrote jelpus that day, when he wrote polocchi instead of the police. Polocchi at the house. What a polocchi? Is it an Italian dish that I've never tasted? Is it a new kind of person that I don't know about? Is it a town in Italy? What's a polocchi? How do you get one? Is it a new car? Will it cost a lot? Does everyone have a polocchi? Do I need a polocchi? Have we got a polocchi? And it was the police all along. I remember that day. I was very confused that day. I clearly need to go to bed. I have blitzed. He understands me better than most people. If I don't take it out on Kevin, I go out and chew lampposts and go looking for real people like Kevin so I can just annoy the shit out of him for days on end. Days on end. I would literally sit next to Kevin on a bus and just go on at him without stopping speaking for 48 hours till he cried and fell on the floor. And then be like, whew, job here is done. Now I'm going off for a few days. He thinks the council are going to put him up, doesn't it? He thinks he's going to walk into the council office and go, oh, Mr. Wright, we've been waiting for you. We've got you a 3-star apartment on top of the Needle in London. We're just waiting on you. We're just waiting on you coming in. We've held it for you. It's fine. The Saudi royals are going to put him up. Right? Shake My Ass and Shake Bing Dangle and Shake and Vac have clubbed in and they're getting him a penthouse suite on top of Movida. He's going back to the Clark. Well, and then he woke up and he's like, oh, fucking hell, I can't even afford gluten-free cereal anymore. What am I going to do? All of his food allergies are about to go out the window when he has to start going to a food bank. That'd be an interesting live stream, wouldn't it? Watching Kevin line up at the food bank. I would enjoy that. Mexican cartel. Shake My Ass. Yeah, Prince Shake and Vac. All of it. I love it. Blitzed. Were you around earlier when Tori said, when have I ever said I was American? Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather. It's a good job I was sat down on a solid surface. What did you say then, Tori? You American bastard. What did you say? When have I ever said I'm American? All the time, constantly, forever, and ever, and ever, and ever. But apparently today, we've all been in Men in Black and had our brains wiped, and she no longer said she was an American. I made it all up in my head. Yeah, he's about to learn how short £1,000 is when you've got to pay for everything. I remember our someone saying to me, you've got £800 in the bank. And I went, that's nothing when you're an adult, son. That's nothing. If your washing machine breaks, or your dog needs to go to the vet, or your kid's dead annoying and you need to buy him new shoes, you need to have all that shit in your bank. Yeah, so don't be thinking Nana's wadded and she can just go around squandering it on ice cream and Lego parts, yeah. Yeah, I have bills to pay. You can get a 2-bed house in Gaza for 20. I don't care where he goes. In it, baby. I don't care where he goes. I'm not bothered. She'll be ones with dogmen and vampires and go anywhere. I don't care. Put him in a skip. Put him in a biffa skip. I'm not bothered. Put him in a biffa skip and give him a lighter. Yeah, I had to start fending for myself when I was 17. I've got no sympathy for Kevin. I don't have any sympathy for Kevin. My parents were parents at 17. Yeah, they did all right. They live in a big, well, my dad don't, he's dead now. But they lived in a big, massive house in a posh part of the town. And they went on holiday 900 times a year. Yeah. Do you know how dear petrol is? We've got a middle class one in here. There's a guy here buying real petrol. Do you go to Waitrose? I need to see your working class credentials now. Petrol? You can afford real petrol. You're not siphoning it. You actually go into... That guy's rich. Girls, if you're looking for a rich guy now, don't be looking for jewellery and all that. If he's got real petrol, you want to tie your flag to that mast. Or, if you see him with gas and electric on, marry him. He's got money. You're not scrounging shit for. Proper pecker, not even that red diesel. Mark, it's real petrol. It's been a cracking day, hasn't it, Rob? It's been a cracking day. Apparently, Rob, you're going to like this, right? Apparently, me and you and Mum of 6 and Tommy AI'd it. So it's all AI. We made it up. We got actors in to play the police and stuff. Yeah, that's what he's telling them now. That it's even I'm AI, me. No fucking AI is going to make me. It'd be broke if it made me. They'd be like, whoa, get rid of that one. That's a mistake that's not happening again. It happened in 1967. We're never going there again. Good job I'm not a twin in it. You'd have to have a box of Swan matches, right, Ireland. And then he'd be holding the red end and striking it on the wrong edge of the... Sometimes he reminds me of a chimp with a stick in a log. Colette, I'm really sorry to tell you, right? I know you came on holiday with me as a child and I'm your sister's mum, but I'm AI. I don't even exist. I know I was married to your dad before I was married to Mark, but I didn't even exist. Don't tell your dad, he'll be very upset about it. Don't tell our Joda. She'll be like, my mum's AI, what the fuck? No way, my mum's AI. My dad made a kid with me. Colette just said, I hope you're not AI. Means my dad made a kid with AI. Kev's telling everyone that me, Mum of 6, Rob and Tommy AI'd it. We just employed actors and all that to come in. My dad can't even spell AI. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't have hold of me brew then, Colette, you absolute bastard. I identify as AI. You can, I'll employ you. You don't get paid. It's like being employed by Kevin. You don't get paid and you have to take a lot of abuse. They're mods are the only people I know that would literally volunteer to put themselves in the stocks. I'll do it. There's a ducking stool here, Tori. I'll do it. I'm going to Lancaster Castle and I'm going to steal the Scholes bridle just so I can put it on Gisa. And if you don't know what a skull's bridle is, go and look it up. It's a medieval weapon. Why did he say the chicken was medieval? Did he say, forsooth, sir, thou shalt not partake in my loveliness? 200,000, thank you, guys. I think I'm entertaining you all today. Dave, I'm better than CLA, you know. I'm definitely better than CLA. And I don't shout or abandon me children. Colette once said, I made the best sausage and mash. You did when you were a kid. I made you sausage and mash, and you went, that's the best sausage and mash I've ever had. And I was like, don't tell your mum. Actually, I know, your sister's mum's AI is bad in it. What about Erica? She's a soft one. She's not going to cope well with this. We're going to have to tread lightly. Layla won't care. I'll tell her it won't even go in. She'll, in about 8 weeks, she'll go, Nana's AI. She did me lashes lovely though. She did me lashes lovely, so I've got to be kind to her. But yeah, she'll be like, oh, CLA's 4 AIs. Let her drink a Lido. Stop it. Rob made me laugh so bad before tea spurted out my nose. It was like a dragon, a tea dragon. It just went, it went everywhere. Yeah, Layla will think I've got an illness. Layla won't care as long as my bank's functioning. She'll be fine as long as Grandad can. She'll be like, don't worry about Nana being AI, Grandad. Just drive me wherever I need to go. Elphaba's on cat. I really wanted to. I didn't want to be a contestant on Come Down With Me because I couldn't put up with normal people for like 4 days. I'm not very good with people. But I would have loved if Kev had got it onto AI, because I would have messaged DJ and said, DJ, if I pay you, can I please be a mystery guest, even just for an hour? Please let me just sit down at the table for an hour, and I guarantee you people will tune in to the live as I rip the shit out of Kevin and he can't mute me. No, sometimes you've got to use people to your advantage, haven't you? You're thinking, right, he's doing Come Down With Me, Kevin's on the thing, I could get in here and like... Because Kevin mutes me all the time, like my husband. And as soon as he sees me, he mutes me. As soon as he sees Vegas, mute. As soon as he sees Graham, mute. As soon as he sees any of us, mute. Mute. He's a dirty deleter, as I call him. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes you got to use your scruples, and you got to use what you can in life. I mean, I'm not averse to getting my leg out to get a lift. I'm not great anymore because I'm nearly 60. But back in my 20s, cars would have stopped, you know. I had a massive pair of face melters back then. Sometimes you got to use your wiles, haven't you, to get what you want. I'm an hard-working lass. You got a band today. Join the club. Welcome to the other 270 band people in my live. We're all banned. Or we're all future bannies. Some of us are still in there and have not been banned yet. In fact, I think we should start meeting on a Thursday. I think we should set up an entire Kev band, mate, because I am fucking brilliant and he is not. Meeting on a Thursday. Julie will supply the cakes. I don't even know if Julie can cook cakes, but you know, if not, Julie will get a catering firm in and tell them. Yeah, Julie did them. They're nice, them, aren't they? They are. Yeah, we'll get them for £2. Julie will charge them 4. Pay for thinking. Yeah, can you bake? Right, Colette's in. Colette, we're giving you £1 of cake. Charging them 4. And no, I've not got any spare eggs. Ask your dad for eggs. There we go. BBR's going to give us the tenors. Can we do it Mondays? I'm off on a Monday. Yes, Steph. Shall we invite Sergeant Hamid? Colette, wait till you see Sergeant Hamid. Oh, he's here, so. Steph, there's an opportunity here, girl, to meet your future husband. Sergeant Hamid, we're holding a meeting on Monday. Yes, there are attractive ladies there. There's one of them actually called Stephanie. She's very attractive. Yes, she can make a cake. Yeah. Why don't you come along and I'll introduce you to Stephanie. See where we go from there. Sergeant Hamid. So we can thank you for getting rid of Kevin off social media. AIX. My husband's AI as well, aren't you? He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He could not admit that he was not a human man then. He went...
No.
He couldn't do it. No.
No.
No, he went. He really wanted to give me the answer that he wanted me to get, but the stubborn man in him was like, no, I'm not AI, I'm a man of the male variety. Asda cakes are nice. He's an Aston Heroes. There's an Aston in Swinton. Colette can go to Swinton Asda. Jodie can go to Aldi. I'll go to the Asda in Farnworth and we'll send Layla to Tesco in Warden. We'll get all the cakes. In fact, let's have... Pardon? You're not involved in it, babe. Don't worry about it. You've not got to make any cakes. I just need your money. Always shut the door on me. I'll just check it when he's asleep. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. M&S, Mark, there's another one. M&S. I bet you've got two kinds of crisp in your cupboard, haven't you? Shops at M&S. Bet you've got two kinds of chips in your cupboard. And the good cola. Colette, we're going round to his. He's got good cola. I'll keep him busy. You get the crisp. Weekly home. Harrods. I've never been to Harrods. Don't think they'd let me in. I got done for nicking steak in Swinton last week, and I'm not kidding. On Friday when I took my daughter to Aldi, I had my full gypsy regalia on, didn't I? Massive silk, like bright. I look like Jimmy Savile. Bright shiny suit, massive earrings, big chain on me. Walks out the shop, my steak went beep, 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 beep. Mate, I'm middle class. I'm not stealing steak out of Aldi. I'd steal it out of Tesco. I went to wait. Oh my lord, we've got a posh one in. Lord Fauntleroy's in. Do you know, this is true. This is very true. There is not a Waitrose near me. My nearest Waitrose is 2 counties over. That's how far away Waitrose is from me. So when I see things on TikTok that they have on Waitrose, like when Sammy sent me them cakes that I fancy, like, oh, they've got them in Waitrose. A 3-hour drive or something to Waitrose. So don't be coming in here with your fancy Waitrose products. No way. I just live in the wrong place. Colette works next to M&S. We're laughing. You still work for Greggs? Because if you work for Greggs, you've sorted the dinners out as well. They could all just have a steak bake. Steak bacon and a ice finger. We've won, guys. Colette works at Greggs. And if you're not from the north of England, you won't know what that is. But Greggs is a pie shop. She's a Gregologist. She's been there 3 years. Well, I never knew that, Colette. 3 years, Colette is a Gregologist. Any catering that needs to be done now. Oh, don't you look at him, Colette, with his £17 on his Nectar card. I can't trump that. I don't even have a Nectar card. I feel poor again now. That's why they call me Tinker Deb, because I've got no money. Your fancy Nectar card. What's next? Gin and tonics on the patio. A little bit of Pimm's, maybe. Let's have a game of bools. I was kind of hoping with Kev, bougie me. I was kind of hoping that because Kev was in France, that somebody would at least come out with a boule and throw it at him. But it didn't happen, did it? Or maybe it's not happened yet. Right, what time? Oh, it's 12:15. My dad said nothing good happens after 12 o'clock. Yeah. Kev went to Harrods. Could you imagine? Harrods. Yeah. Kev can't go to Lidl. He can't spell Lidl. He can't go anywhere. He can't spell anything, can he? My nearest Greggs is in Belfast. Well, our Colette don't work there. She might know someone who works there, though. Our lass, do you know anyone who works in the Belfast branch? Could you get onto your manager and find out? Just give our kid a free steak bake there. Bit of a yum if he fancies a yum. You know, depends what you want that day. And why don't you do carrot cake? It's very annoying. Just go in there all the time and think, Colette, on your next management meeting, could you suggest that they do carrot cake, please? Because there's a lot of people in the country who do enjoy a carrot cake. And Greggs is very lacking in the carrot cake department, I've noticed. So I didn't know I had any in with Greggs. Now I know. I'm just going to annoy the shit out, you know. Just say, right, me AI stepmom, who's not real, would like you to make carrot cake. See how that goes. If you don't end up at the doctor's when you say that. Right, I'm done. Get him out. Get it, Costa. I do actually go to Costa. I get my chicken from Costa because Mark eats more chicken than the dinosaur. So we get it from Costa. So, like, you know, Roy eats a lot of chicken. So I can't say that, but yeah, you in your fancy shops. But you have serviettes in your house, don't you? Not just kitchen roll. You got proper, like, wipeable serviettes. Bet you've got tissues in front room and all, haven't you?